Hey guys, and welcome to the last part of our car paint tutorial. In this part we're going to take a look at how to create quick and easy car paint flakes. They're not going to be any too realistic flakes because for that we would need some sort of procedural normal map, which Krana doesn't have at its disposal, but we'll just fake them using texture and they should look good at least at the first sight. So let's bring in bitmap, and what we need is some sort of galvanized metal texture. So I will use this one. If you do not have any at your disposal, just go to cgtextures.com and there's plenty of them, so you can pick the right one that works for you. First thing I'm gonna do to the map is lower the blur a bit, because we do not have our flakes map filtered too much, otherwise it would kind of fade out in the distance. And if I just take a look at the map, you can see it's just simple galvanized metal flakes, nothing too special. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it into reflection glassiness, and I'm gonna plug it also in a bump slot. Right now, right off the bat, if we also display it on our car, you can see the car is already mapped, but it's just a simple box projection. Since this is a really small high frequency texture, you do not have to worry about seams too much, and you can just throw a box projection at your car. So once I do that and keep the texture as it is, you can see we have already some nice car paint flakes effect. I can go ahead also and make our clear coat a little bit stronger and our base reflection just slightly dimmer, maybe like this, so our car paint looks a little bit more interesting. Okay, and now we can just go ahead and tweak the flakes map the way we want it. So if we want a little rougher reflection, we can just decrease the RGB level. And if we take a look here, for example, against the sun highlight, you can see now we have the rougher flakes. And if you see on the images sometimes that you have, for example, like shiny dots of the flakes, you can just increase the level, and if you increase the bump also slightly, you will get that nice sparkling effect. So if you are after that, just increase the RGB level of the map and increase the bump level slightly, and you should get exactly that effect. So if I just tweak it to something I would like, that would be maybe this setup, and this is how I would go about creating those flakes. I may want them even smaller, so I can just increase the tiling. And if I just render the final frame and let it go a few passes, then you can see we are already getting something that looks quite nice, and that looks really as something you would expect to see on a real car. You can even see some random dots right in the far distance from the highlight, so they're not too concentrated. And I can just play with the color mapping to bring it out. That's maybe too much. Maybe make it warmer slightly. Increase the exposure, and as you can see, it looks really like you would expect to see in the real world, even though we've used quite a fake technique to achieve this. Alright, so this is it for our car paint tutorial, and I hope you found it useful, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.